Blighty Boxing in association with Frank One Queensbury Promotions. Here at the Queensbury Box with Sam Midge Noakes. How are you, Sam?
Hey, I'm good, mate. How are you?
I'm alright. Now, thinking with you back to February 12th, was it?
22nd, was it?
22nd,
Yeah,
22nd, that's right, at York Hall.
Yeah.
You wowed the audience.
Yeah, it went alright, didn't it?
And then next thing you know, we're plunged into lockdown.
Yeah.
How did a little live wire like you cope with being locked up?
To be honest, I thought I'd use it to my advantage. Like the first 3-4 weeks, I didn't do nothing. Like I just thought I'd rest up because very rarely do you get a lot of time in this sport to sit about and do nothing and it not jeopardise your position. Do you know what I mean? So I stayed about doing nothing. I mean, nothing was really open either. Do you know what I mean? And then like 4 weeks in, I thought right, start doing a few pads and that with my brother and that in the front room. It was alright. But yeah, just make the most of it. I was going on long bike rides, I've run a couple of marathons and that, do you know what I mean? But
how did you cope with a sort of lack of social side?
Well, I'm quite close to my brother, to be honest with you, so I'm always with him anyway, so it weren't too bad for me, really. I
saw him down here actually a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
He's a bit of a boy himself, isn't he?
He is, yeah. Runs in the family, I suppose.
Does he beat you up?
Oh, I don't know, he might have done when we were younger, not anymore.
A couple of years older than you, isn't he?
Yeah, he's 25, yeah, so a couple of years older than me.
Does it look like, from when I saw him a couple of months back, looked like he was ready to give it a bash? But
yeah,
I suppose the timing of this thing ain't been that great, is it?
It's a shame this happened, really, because he's going really well, training was going brilliant, obviously ABA's coming up. But I mean, it's the same for everyone, like we can all sit here and moan about it, but you just got to get on with it, ain't you, really? Do you know what I mean? Everyone's in the same boat. So.
Has he picked it up again?
Yeah, he's getting back into it now. I mean, like, it's pointless being ready now when you don't know what's happening, do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, he's ticking over nicely, so it's going alright for him.
Anyway, the Maidstone Massive was down in force at York Hall.
Yeah, brilliant atmosphere, wasn't it?
Making a proper noise for you. You're getting a real sort of, I was going to say a cult following, but you know them all, don't you? So.
Yeah, they're all good friends of mine. All good friends of mine. It's brilliant, to be honest with you. Like, it's madness that they all still come on that. It is brilliant. It is brilliant. Like, I mean, like, I think that's the thing when we do box behind closed doors, coming out and they're not being there. It's going to be a bit strange for me, but you just got to get on with the job at hand, didn't you?
The difference is they'll be able to listen in very intently to you going about your work and actually hear the real sound effects of every little dig landing on you and against you. You know, sort of. It's going to be, it will be different, but I think it'll be quite intriguing at the same time.
Yeah, I think, like for me anyway, once the bell goes, you sort of get that tunnel vision anyway. I mean, like when as an amateur boxing, there's only been like 2 or 3 people there anyway. And I mean, Al and that are always quite vocal in the corner, so we'll still be noise there, I suppose. But
now you're on this run of stoppages. Is it difficult not to sort of let it go to your head a little bit? Because it must be such a buzz when you're actually in there and it comes off.
I find, try not to look for it. I mean, like when you look for it too much, very rarely does it ends up being a bit messy. So you just got, I mean, 6 rounds is a long time, and I mean, quite a high paced fighter, do you know what I'm saying? So
that last fellow was supposed to give you rounds, wasn't he?
Yeah, meant to, yeah, I suppose, but I was shocked with that, to be honest with you. But that's what I mean, where I thought, right, this isn't going to be just a walk in the park, I'm not going to try and knock it, and like just sort of ease with it a little bit, like ease into it, and it just come off, doesn't it? So
I think I saw Jason, the matchmaker, afterwards, and he's like sort of throwing his arms to his side, and he's supposed to give him a couple of rounds.
No, I don't want him making it too hard for me.
No, but afterwards you got the taste of the sort of post-fight experience, sort of having to sort of catch your breath, dust yourself down, compose yourself, to sit in front of the TV cameras. How did you find that?
Oh, to be honest with you, I thought I ended it with like, because she was like, oh, what did she say? She was like, oh, what can we expect from you? And I was like, oh, good things. I thought, all right, that was my drop the mic moment, yeah? And then she was like, anything else you want to add to it? And they threw me, and I was like, oh no, like, and I was just froze, didn't I? I didn't know what else to say to her. I thought that was the perfect way to finish it.
Giving it your best sort of cheeky, chappy, smiley
yeah,
sort of thing.
I thought that was like, drop the mic, done, get off there, but it weren't the case.
I don't think she doesn't really go along those lines, that interview, does she? Sort of, I don't think she picked up the sort of irony of it.
No, I thought that would have been a brilliant way to end it, but no.
How's life changed for you in terms of, you know, your profile? You've become a professional fighter, you've become a TV fighter. How have things changed with you day to day in terms of your interactions with people you know? Have you had like newfound friends trying to sort of tap onto you? I mean, tell us how life changes in that perspective.
To be honest with you, I don't really feel much different. Like, I'm not, like I say, letting it go to your head, and like I'm still quite close with that. As I said, everyone I know sort of comes to watch me fight anyway, so I'm still quite close with everyone. If anything, I don't socialise as much because I'm training so much. So that means you're up here 5 times a week doing your strength, and then when it gets to the weekend, everyone's like, oh, you want to pop out and say hello? And I'm like, you know what, I want to lay in my bed. Do you know what I mean? Put a nice deal and have a little.
That's the test of the loyalty, isn't it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. And that's what I mean, because probably I don't see a lot of my friends as much as I used to, but they understand like the journey I'm on and like what it takes. You've got to take some sacrifices, do you know what I mean, to make it get where you want it to go.
I mean, that is a sign of the friendship, isn't it? Is understanding what is best for you.
I'm very lucky in that respect, because they all have my best interest at heart, which is brilliant.
I suppose the other thing people say is you've got a guard of people if they change about you, or if you start getting people whispering in your ear about what they can do for you. Have you encountered any of that?
No, I've been quite lucky really, I suppose, but I think I've got quite a wise head on my shoulders. I think you've got to like expect what people are in it for, do you know what I mean? We're all in here to make money at the end of the day, ain't we? That's the way of the world, isn't it? I think you just got to like trust your instincts and then go with that, do you know what I'm saying? Because like you're always going to have people who want to try and latch on, but I've not counted none of that yet, so I've been quite lucky in that respect. I think I'm quite a genuine person, so it sort of attracts that back to me, do you know what I mean? So
what have you heard about the BT Studio shows? When can we expect to see Midge on the canvas?
I don't know, your guess is as good as mine. I'm waiting to find out for a date, but...
You've all been promised a slot on one of them,
definitely, as long as I get out, do you know what I mean? I don't mind when it is, do you know what I'm saying? But
how ready do you feel though? Because I mean,
to be honest,
what we're now about third week back, is it?
Yeah, I feel brilliant, to be honest with you. Do you know what I'm saying? So I was always I had the few weeks off at the start, but then I was training anyway. So I'm always I've got to keep active. I'd go mad otherwise. Do you know what I mean? But
it's a tricky one for you in the sense that if they're continuously looking for people who are going to give you rounds, they're always looking for harder and harder people, isn't it?
Well, to be honest with you, it just stepping up each time just makes it easier in the long run, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? You don't want to keep and then getting a full sense of security, like, oh, cool, bloody hell, I keep knocking all these fellas out, and then, like, do you know what I mean? If the challenge isn't there, it doesn't mean the same, do you know what I mean?
Or you end up with a journeyman who you simply can't knock out, and you end up frustrating yourself.
Well, I think the winning is the main thing for me at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, we'd like to win all the extravagant and like knock them out and that, but the W is the main thing at the end of the day.
Last question for you, and this could go horribly wrong if you've never heard of him, but a new Frank Warren signing from around your way, Carol Itoma.
Carol Itoma, yes, I know Carol
Another
very
sort
well.
of brown Maidstone way, yeah?
Yeah, he's literally about 5-10 minutes from me.
Supposed to be a real talent here.
He's very good.
Youth gold medalist.
He's very good. Lovely fella as well. Lovely fella. Because obviously, like where we were quite close clubs, we always used to see each other at like national championships and things as well. So
what can we expect to see? What type of boxer is he?
Very good things. Very good things. He's very good. Very skillful.
Entertaining.
Yeah, pleasure to watch. To be honest with you, I remember I was lucky to watch him after where I was lighter than he is. Get to watch him at the end. Yeah, and he's brilliant.
Light heavyweight now, isn't he?
Yeah, light heavyweight. Yeah.
So we can expect
big old boy. Yeah.
More Maidstone madness then.
Yeah, tough lot down there.
Do you think we could have like 2 sets of fans from Maidstone in one venue? That
would be
quite unbearable.
Yeah, it'd be busy. Well, I think obviously he's a bit further up than me. He's like midway weight, I think. But a few of my friends know of him because obviously like, we've seen each other at the same occasions and that. So yeah.
Tell me, who else is down there waiting to come through then? Sort of?
Coming through on his brother's very good.
Isn't he a heavyweight?
Yeah, he's a monster.
Freddie, is it?
No, Rico's name is.
Rico, that's it. Yeah,
he's mustard. He's mustard, and he's only like 14. He's massive.
Really?
So I don't know what they've been feeding them because they're both big boys.
That Maidstone diet, isn't it?
Oh, well, I don't know. I ain't that big.
Garden of England.
I must have missed that.
It skipped you. Sam, anyway, I'll let you get on. Get you back to work. Thank you very much. We look forward to seeing you soon.